Hello, this is my dinner today. If you ask me what it is, I have no idea. I went to the store and I bought food and I had plans for what I wanted to make. But then I had, then there was something that came in between and then the time ran away and then I had to make food in a hurry today. So what I wanted to do was like using pieces of pork slices and fry with boiled potatoes and then some sauce too with green beans, but that was just all spoiled, so I had to make something quick. So I took green beans and started to boil them, and at the same time I boiled the green beans, I was microwaving rice, and then I was started preparing the meat, and I was just flattening out they already thin sliced it like a half centimeter, which is like a quarter of an inch maybe, and thinning them out with my fist, and then I just had white pepper, paprika, crushed garlic, and salt on top of that, and then they just made a roll of them like this. This is a roll, and but this meat piece here, was not able to make a good roll, so I just folded it in between. These before I fried them, I turned them in flour. It's to close the meat. I forgot to do it with this one. I just threw them in the pan and was frying them for like maybe 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. And then afterwards I had to make a sauce to this, so that was just, I took an onion and chopped it up in very small pieces and fried it with paprika, a little bit more than half, 3/4 of a paprika, chopped it up in small pieces and fried with the onions. I fried it in butter and olive oil, virgin olive oil for a while, and then I've added salt and white pepper after when it's been fried a little bit, when the onions start to be transparent. And what I then did was that I took 2 garlic slices and sliced them up and threw it into the pan and fried them just a little bit. And then the meat I had taken out and I kept warm over the green bean that was boiling. And then I put back the meat into the pan, and then I threw in a glass of white wine into that mix. And yeah, you may think that was it, but that wasn't it. I then took a Danish blue and chopped up in small pieces and just threw it into the pan. I didn't stir it, you just spread it over in the pan. And I took 3 or 4 mushrooms and sliced up and dropped down in the pan as well. I dropped down the mushrooms before I put in the cheese, so the mushrooms was sinking down in the wine. And so these is not that super important that these was wholly made, the thing, because they boil a little bit in the wine afterwards. So the mushrooms and then the blue cheese on top of that, and then I've added a little bit crushed black pepper, and I took small little I don't know what it's called, cherry tomatoes. It's not a cherry tomato, it's a little bit bigger, but it's not like a big tomato. And just sliced up these sweet tomatoes. Took one of them, sliced up in thin slices, and dropped down in the pan as well. And then I just boiled there until the cheese basically was melted. And yeah, well, then I served it with, put it up, rice, green beans, the meat, and then sauce on top. And then I took fresh tomatoes. This is sweet, small sweet tomatoes. Is kind of like cherry tomatoes, and fresh to the meal. That's it. I have no idea what this tastes like, but usually white wine and blue cheese isn't a bad combination, and it's kind of forgiving if you do a lot of silly things otherwise. Well, I'm going to eat this now, and thanks for watching. And yeah, have a good day. Bye. I'm not sure, maybe I forgot to mention I had paprika powder too. So it was paprika powder, white pepper, salt, and crushed garlic.